Thank you, the PRO of the Oyo State chapter of NITP. Thank you for trying to even give me an honorary membership of the NITP. My father on the high table, Baba Emeritus Professor Lai Egujobi, that I referentially call and greet, because if you are from Okeobo and you don't know Baba Egujobi, it's either you are a fake Okeobo person. Baba, I greet you, sir. I greet our PAMSEC, who is standing in for the commissioner, and Mama on the high table. I greet other chairmen from other chapters of NITP. Also, I recognize the representative of Top-Rec, Town Planner Registration Council, because when you hear someone from a council, you've got to give good regard. Baba, Professor Wahab. I greet other fellows of NITP. My regards to other members, the awardees of the day. I want to say congratulations, sirs and ma'ams, among whom is a good brother of mine, Town Planner Ogundipe. We are both deacons together. I greet other members of NITP. My chairman, please, my apologies. The chairman of NITP in Oyo State, a good brother, friend, colleague, many things together. Professor Jelili, Omoakin, Musibau. My greetings to everyone. I'm just so happy, and I want to congratulate this body on the 2025 AGM. And it's a hallmark of progress, because when the body have the AGM, you come together, you think together, fashion way forward, think of having a permanent place of yours. I've listened to the chairman of the building committee, I've listened to the chairman of the fundraising committee, and I must say that I'm highly impressed by all these performances. Straight to the business of the day. When you look at the means by which we can maintain relevance amidst disruptive technologies, and our focus is the concern of the built environment. Now, before we go further, I want to see. Okay, thank you. Now, I have this as my outline. We'll look at definitions. We'll look at common relevant disruptive technologies around us. We also see some certain selected disruptive technologies that are relevant to the urban planning. We'll look at some pertinent ones also. Then we'll deliberate on how to maintain relevance in the face of the disruptive technologies. Then we'll look at the conclusion. Now, when we talk of disruptive innovation, this terminology is actually borrowed from the business sector. And the origin of this is from a professor at Harvard Business School named as Clinton Christensen. And he defined disruptive innovation or technology as an innovation that creates new markets and displays established market leaders. Something that is not there before. And all of a sudden, just coming up. A typical example which I want to give us is the mobile phone that we have. I know we are elders here. In the days of NITP, and we use card. Very early in the morning, you get to a place you want to make a call. You can see a very long queue. You stay there, and all of a sudden, perhaps it rained overnight. Maybe the telephone pole is already tossed. As many people will be disappointed. But today now, right from the comfort of our, in fact, not homes now, even wherever we are, we can communicate. Not just that. I don't know when last most of us have been going around with calculators again. The phone serves as the calculator, serves as the time. Most times we don't even use wristwatches again. Calendars, in the days of our babas, you see calendars all over. These days, you check your time. That kind of telephone is more of a disruptive technology. It's an innovation that wiped off a lot of other existing ones. Bill Gates imagined that technology is quietly but radically disrupting and transforming. There are interruptions here and there. How cities deliver services to their citizens, it does that in a way that fundamentally alters not just the mode of delivery, but the underlying economics and financing. Now, that is a fact, a statement of fact. Time is not there. Please move on. Next slide. Disruptive technology is essential to innovation. If nothing happens, all of a sudden, there can't be innovation. Next. When you talk of innovation and you talk of disruption, both of them go hand in hand. Disruptive technologies or business models fundamentally change the way the industries operate. And as it happens in the business world, so it's happening in the professional world. When we were, commencing registration with professional bodies, in those days, what we used to have is draftmen. The draftmen, they would, after producing whatever they've made with hands, and they would plan print. There was a day I wanted to print something from one of the draftmen. Unfortunately, it rained overnight. When I got there, the man said, "Gentlemen, please have your seat." I was there first hour. Then I was asking him, "Print this thing and let me go." He said, "He's waiting for sunlight." He eventually told me that he was waiting for the sunlight, for the rays of light to come on that board, and from there maybe they put this some chemicals from ammonia. Thank you. Put the ammonia, then later put the paper, and it comes up, and you begin to blow it so that it gains enough. Now, imagine that. But today now, we have laptops, we have AutoCAD, we have CV cards. There are other softwares with which we can produce our drawings easily. Disruptive, okay, that's another example there. The IBM typewriter. Once you make a mistake, you look for a correction fleet. I'm sure our fathers and mothers here, they enjoyed it. Some of the younger ones may not really appreciate what we're talking about. Because the whole page, and you have an error, maybe second to the last line. If you are not careful, you may have to discard an entire page and type all over. You put correction fleet, you put some other thing. But now, we have the computer. All you need is erase, delete, copy, cut. You paste it somewhere else. So, please move on because of time. Now, these like years. There are 12 disruptive technologies that I'm mentioning here. We have IoT. Let me start from there. Internet of Things would explain better. You can use internet to solve a lot of problems. You have the database, you can access it at any time. Night, day, within your house. We have the cloud technology. Gone are the days that you have a laptop and you said it's filled up. No. These days you finish your design, you store it in the cloud. Anytime you need it, you recall. We have automation of knowledge. We have global internet penetration. Renewable energy is also there. Gone are the days of depending solely on conventional energy supply. Now you can generate your power as long as there's sunlight. Advanced oil and gas exploration. Then the AI, artificial intelligence. We'll still talk more about this later on. 3D printing. Just about a week ago, we had a plan of a building, and we're imagining this is where this particular room will be, this and that. By the time the architect sent us the 3D of the plan, it was as if we had got the building completed. It was like a photograph, you know, as if and I was imagining, even if one is not a professional, to a layman, it becomes easier to even understand there will be social numbers of windows here, social number of doors here, and the likes. 3D, virtual, and augmented reality. We'll talk about that also as part of the disruptive technology. Next generation genomics. That's about the genes that we have in our body. People begin to now model the character of the father and that of the mother into the new baby, discovering that sometimes some children will neither take from the father nor from the mother. Then they modify the genes. And so autonomous or near autonomous vehicles, where vehicles begin to drive themselves, without driver. Next slide.